This song says, no matter who you are, no matter where you go in your life, at some point you're going to need somebody to stand by you. Oh yeah, oh my darling, stand by me. No matter who you are, no matter where you go in life, you gonna need somebody to stand by you.
Music is everywhere around us, in all shape and form. It is also deeply rooted in many cultures and religions, from the earliest of time to the present. For some, it is the sense of passion. Others, it is entertainment. It can be said that music is the key that has brought many people together from all over the world. Regardless of the lyrics, music is the universal way of communication that almost anyone can relate to, whether it is through an emotional way or through a work of study. So how then can different people from all over the world relate to music, and why do they listen to it? Why then is music the universal language? First off, we ask, how do people relate to a wide range of music? There's a study that shows a 5-factor model for musical preferences. A mellow factor comprising of smooth and relaxing style, an unpretentious factor comprising of different styles that is sincere and rootsy, a sophisticated factor comprising of classical and operatic styles, an intense factor comprising of loud, forceful music, and a contemporary factor comprising of rhythmic and percussive styles such as pop and funk. With 5 universal preferences, almost anyone can relate to music, whether it is through an emotional way, a spiritual way, or through an intuitive way. For example, most of us can relate to this dramatic opera scene through emotions, even though most of us do not even know what she is saying. We do know that she is expressing love through how she expresses her emotions and actions, and through this, most viewers can relate to this scene by the emotions induced, and it is through this way that anyone can listen to it without the need to understand the language. In addition, through nostalgia, this can make the connection even more meaningful for some, which shows how music is universal in one way. According to a study, it has been shown that music can set the mood, and with the addition of actions, all sorts of emotions can be invoked. In other words, with music and actions, just about anyone can relate to music in any emotional way, whether being reminded of their past or present experiences. This is to say that people can relate to music through the emotions the music induced. So then, what are some reasons why people listen to music? Report shows that most adolescents and young adults listen to music for a distraction from troubles, and for reducing stress as a means of mood management, and also for reducing loneliness. For example, for this student here, the reality is work upon work, and as a way to cope with this stress, the student here learns to listen to music while working on his homework. This way, the music will help to alleviate the stress from studying to make homework more enjoyable. And at gatherings like this, it may also be inspired to regulate mood and to escape from reality, which may be therapeutic. Because of this, many therapists are now using music in their therapeutic sessions to invoke movement and dances, which the physical movements work as a mood intensifier to decrease the stress levels of adolescents and young adults. So now we ask, how is music the universal language? Music can be the universal way of communication in 2 ways. Number 1, it seeks to invoke a particular emotion that can be shared on the same level as viewers regardless of the lyrics. It does this by producing a variation in timing and loudness to create melodies that people find an affinity for, and it is through emotion and feelings that can connect almost every person in the world together. Number 2, music can also bring people together, such as parties, parades, concerts, and pretty much any performative events. Music can be the universal language because it communicates to people on a universal scale, that is, through emotion. And because it can also bring people together, it is very possible that music can bridge cultural boundaries. Music is also the universal language where people of different nationalities can all relate to it in different yet common ways. Music is what produces emotions in people, and it is through this way that makes music universal. It's not so much by the language, but by what it is trying to invoke in viewers that encourages diverse groups of people to come together and bridge cultural boundaries. Because just about anyone can relate to music in any emotional way, the musical world has no boundaries and can be shared universally. This is what makes music the universal language.